Hey guys, I'm Jeff with Inflatable Boat Pro. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to review the ZAR Mini RIB 14. As a dealer, we've begun to call this boat the RIB 14 Sport. That generally means that it's got a console, a seat, it's a turnkey steering wheel, ready to go boat. ZAR Mini does offer this boat as well in just an open tiller style. In that case, we call it the RIB 14 HDL, which stands for Hypalon, Flat Deck, and Bow Locker. So let's take a look. The ZAR Mini RIB 14, just as the name might suggest, is 14 feet long. The boat has a 7-foot beam. These are Hypalon tubes. They're 21-inch tubes. This boat, frankly, is probably one of my favorite boats, and simplicity is one of the biggest reasons. Weight would be the second. Obviously, if you take a look at the boat, it's quite simple. This boat we decided to rig as a true center console instead of having the console off to the side, but that's for you to choose. Some people prefer it one way, some people prefer it the other way. Also, we chose to do just the handrail here, but the optional windshield is available at no additional charge. So this boat, here in the US, we rig it with a 60 horsepower Suzuki. It can also be rigged with the Honda, Yamaha, whatever you choose. That motor is just perfect and just right for the boat. With the Suzuki 60, this boat only weighs 800 pounds fully wet, which I don't know of any other rib in this class that is going to be of that lightweight for this size. I usually tell our clients that this is the biggest boat that you can get with the lightest weight. And right at that 800 pound mark is really critical for quite a few different lifts. So let's take a look around the boat. So as we take a look around the boat, the first thing that you'll notice if you're a true ZAR Mini aficionado is the Helm seat that we have here is not made by ZAR Mini. We have it custom made locally here in town by an outfit known as YRM. For those of you who have had chocks made for your yacht, chances are they were the ones who made it for you, and that's who we use as well. So this seat was designed for three things in mind. One is to be higher. By making it higher, we were able to make it just the right height to be used as both a bench seat as well as a leaning post when you're running hard. By coming up a little higher, we were also able to extend out. So this is a true 3-person bench seat as opposed to the normal 2-person seat that would go here. We also designed it with a nice high backrest, and we left enough space in between the backrest and the butt rest to have lifting slings go between the two of them. For me, this just absolutely makes the boat. I'm a big guy. I like to run standing up, or at least leaning, but I like to sit down and be comfortable when we're just cruising around. This is the compromise for all. There's a large space up under. This can be utilized for something such as a cooler, storage. We've had different people do different things under there, but it's nice that it's an open space and it's very versatile. Moving forward, we get to the console. As I mentioned, this one was specifically rigged as a center console as opposed to a starboard side set. You do get a little less walking room on either side than you would if it was all on one side. But the nice thing is it's a more balanced boat here in the center, and you do get the option to go on either side. We do like to keep things simple as usual. In this boat, we fit a 9-inch Garmin. We have the digital Suzuki gauge. Other than that, there's just a couple of switches. One for the automatic and manual side of the automatic bilge pump, as well as the navigation lights. The LED nav lights we mount on the fiberglass bow step. The stern light is a removable pole base, which we mount under the helm seat. There is nice dry storage inside the console. We also mount the battery switch in there, so it's easy to get to. You're not fishing for it somewhere else. The battery is mounted inside the console. all the way back, since you don't need to get to it often, but you do need to get to it sometimes. But we like that it keeps the weight forward and centered and doesn't take away from your storage space inside the console. Bimini top. Those of you who follow us, you know I always talk about a Bimini top. I'm an Irish guy in Florida. I got to have shade. We don't have it open today for the purpose of the video, but this particular Bimini top, we chose to put the standoff bar. This way, the Bimini top, when not being used, has a place to go. But for storage purposes, the Bimini top has 2 quick release places. You would only need to release the back standoff bar and the whole thing falls forward. Speaking of forward, let's keep moving forward. We do have storage inside the console. The cushions here are removable, so that when you want to stow them away, it's a good amount of storage in here. I have a lot of people ask, why don't we put the fuel tank in here? The reason for that is I don't typically like to put a fuel tank where electrical items are if I can help it. Moving forward, cushion. This boat features a big double bow locker. There's one large locker here and then a separate secondary anchor locker hatch forward of that. Inside the big bow locker is where we put the fuel tank. The fuel tank is removable and portable, so if you want to take it out of the boat for the season, or if you want to take it out to go get it filled elsewhere without taking the boat, that's certainly possible. Forward of that, as discussed, an anchor locker. It's nice to be able to have the anchor have its own spot and not have to fish past the fuel tank or anything else that you stow inside here. Fiberglass bow step. This is something that ZAR Mini added to the 13-foot and larger a couple of years ago. It's a fantastic addition. It's a nice place to not only be able to step on and off the boat, it's a nice place to put the LED nav lights, but most importantly, it's a nice place to put the 2 stainless steel cleats on either side, which certainly help in tying up the boat, which if you've ever had an inflatable boat that doesn't have something to tie to here, it's always a challenge. Okay, let's go take this thing for a ride and see how she does. This boat moves very well through the water. As you can see, its stance in the water is definitely nice and aggressive. Its close quarter maneuverability is excellent due to its very sharp degree of dead rise, but the boat is extremely stable with the oversized tubes. It's a beautiful day in sunny South Florida to go for a boat ride. It's a little windy today, so I hope the microphone's working and you can hear me. But I guess we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and light them up and see what happens. RPMs and about 17, 18 knots. Let's trim it up a little bit. Oh, a little too much. All right. So we're still doing 4,500 knots and or 4,500 RPMs and 19.5 knots. Let's give it a little bit more. All right, it's a new motor. I don't want to give it too much, but 5,500 RPMs and 24 knots. All right, let's slow it down and see how she does in a turn. responsive in the third. All right, so it's quick and nimble, it's quite responsive. It definitely has all the power you need, but I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to go so fast somebody's gonna get hurt. I think it's just right. All right, that was a nice, good little run. The boat, you can definitely tell, is a lighter boat. Most of the weight of the boat is oriented in the stern, of course, since my big self is here as well. But even with that, the boat gets on plane effortlessly and quickly. For me, this is a winner. I think it's a great boat. If you're someone who's looking for more of a sport utility boat rather than a deluxe luxury boat, I think this is a fantastic option. People that want to do water sports, diving, fishing, or just want a good utilitarian, all-around, well-built, tough as nails boat, this is your boat. All right, guys, thank you again for watching our channel. I'm Jeff with Inflatable Boat Pro. Check back early and often to see if we're reviewing another boat. If there's any boat that you do want to see, drop us a line, let us know. And as always, please subscribe to our channel. It always helps. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.